to end this year with a 2-1 win. Just with a win in general is big, but to do it in 2-1 fashion, I think, would hold a bit more emotional significance than I think Lindsay Hokinson or the rest of her team would, I think, care to admit.
Yeah, she said it's been an emotional week, an emotional roller coaster, especially after they thought they tied the game up at Lafayette, got called back on an offsides. But yeah, it would kind of just, it could bring a smile almost to their face knowing we've had so many of these games not go our way. This one did go our way, complete opposite of the game at Lafayette where they got up to a 1-0 lead and then gave up 2 goals. Kind of flipped the script here tonight.
Colgate has to close out the final 5 minutes, though, as the through ball from Quinn to nobody in particular. Ponsack will take her time picking it up. That was a good ball through initially to Quinn, though. Just had nobody ahead of her to be able to play it onto. 4.5 to go for Colgate to try to finish out this year with a dub. Foa wins the header. Capillo collided with her number mate Baldwin. Baldwin comes away with the ball. Quinn, long ball for McElvena. Diodati steps in front of it, clears it away. Hard aerial battle, ends up coming off of Giovino for a throw.
And that was the first time you've really seen the Crusaders' back line have to push up to try and be aggressive, win the ball, and keep the ball on the attacking left side of your TV screen, but not something they generally like to do.
Melanie Lytle comes back in, play as a midfielder or as a forward. Holy Cross trying to send everything up top right now. 3.5 minutes left. Colgate now on the counter. Giovino has Foa on her right. She plays Foa through. Foa towards the right edge of the box. Crosses to the back post. Pincus saved by Dubin. She keeps Holy Cross alive with 3:10 to go. Here's Vaughn. Vaughn onto the left. Back into the middle. It's Foa in the middle all alone. She scores! Paige Foa ices it for the Raiders. The freshman's first of the campaign. And with 3:02 to go, it's Colgate 3, Holy Cross 1. We talked up the possibility of a 2-1 win. Colgate says, we don't want no 2-1 win. We're going home with a 3-piece. 3-1 Raiders.
Yeah, Paige Foa getting her first career goal. Couldn't come in any better style. Just 3 minutes left in the season. She buries it in the back of the net and was set up by a beautiful counterattack. All the Crusaders up. The Colgate not content with just kicking the ball down the field and letting Holy Cross go chase after it. They wanted to put this one away and do just that.
And after getting turned away on the initial counterattack that was set up on a through ball from Giovino to Foa down the right-hand side, the rebound came out to Vaughn, who had a phenomenal run down the left-hand side. Finally, one of her crosses finds somebody. Foa right in the middle, right on the PK spot. Able to rattle it home with a great finish.
And Hannah Pincus did a beautiful job on that cross from Foa, just even getting it on net. I mean, that was a beautiful opportunity. Dubin made a beautiful save to keep that one out. Couldn't corral it, and that loose ball in front is always dangerous. And Adrian Vaughn, been at it all game, finally gets one to go across the field.
Couple of substitutions for Holy Cross after the goal. But with 3 minutes to go, this game is good as done now for the Raiders. Adrian Vaughn picks up the assist, her second of the season.
At 3:02 of the second half.
Remy Kaufman comes back on as well for Colgate. So the senior gets one final appearance on the pitch. Holy Cross will send their seniors back out on as well, the ones who started.
Beautiful tribute for both teams, especially for Kaufman and Anderson, who haven't played a bunch this year, getting to finish their final opportunity out on the field tonight here at home.
For the Crusaders, number 9, Lexi Ansaldi.
Senior Lexi Ansaldi also comes back on. Senior Grace Keith comes back in for Holy Cross as well.
Nicole Apuzzi, number 14.
Colapuzzi, a fellow senior for Colgate, comes back in. Colgate with 6 seniors on this side. They're wrapping up their senior campaigns. Whether or not it's the last action they'll see here at Byer Small 76 is yet to be determined. Our 9-player senior class, beg your pardon. Goalie Grace Ponsack, Adrian Vaughn, Hannah Pincus, Emily Amano, Nicola Puzzi, Remy Kaufman, Ruby Diodati, Emily D'Annunzio, and Jenna Borovinsky. Is Colgate looking for a potential 4th here? Borovinsky couldn't get the cross off, gets taken down. Was she inside the box? The ball comes free and right in on net on the cross from Kaufman. Played straight to Dubin.
Yeah, not sure how that one wasn't called, other than there's only a minute left and this game's kind of out of reach. But that was definitely enough contact to warrant a penalty there.
For Holy Cross, their senior class, Lexi Ansaldi, Paige Epp, Olivia Ferrara, Avery Gardner, Caroline Harkins, and Grace Keefe. Potentially their last time donning the Holy Cross purple and white. Here's Vaughn. Challenge rattles off of her and out of play. Under a minute left here in the second half. Colgate with 3 second-half goals after being shut out for the first half. Really able to make these final 45 minutes count.
Yeah, and it starts with players like Adrian Vaughn, who just doesn't have an off switch. You can see her with under a minute left continuing to just fly around on the field. She really was a spark, and then it was the preseason Defensive Player of the Year, Ruby Diodati, that just set up everything.
And it looks like with 30 seconds, we're actually going to get a yellow card. Looks like that was Nicola Puzzi who picked it up.
Yellow card issued to the Raiders, number 14, Nicole Puzzi.
So the senior picks up one final card. She throws her hands up and have to ask for that card as a final souvenir. Maybe ask the ref to sign it.
Yeah, not much that card's going to do as long as she doesn't pick up a red card in the next 20 seconds. And even at that, more of a story at this point.
Long ball into the box, rattles around, cleared by Holy Cross. 15 to go on the clock. One final push here for the Crusaders. It's Insaldi. Plays it out wide, looking for Quinn. But it's out of play, and it looks like that's where this match is going to come to a conclusion.
3, 2, 1, 0.
For one final time this season from Byer Small 76, it's a Colgate victory as they stay perfect here at home on the campaign, 5-0-2 here in Hamilton. Colgate improves to 7-8-2 here on the season as they wrap up their 2021 campaign, 3-4-2 in the Patriot League as well. Holy Cross, they fall to 1-15-1 overall.